I've been fortunate enough to earn a small amount of passive income over the last several years, over $15,000. And I attribute this moderate success to one key choice that I made way back in 2016, right at the beginning of my journey. And that was to find a like-minded individual to work in partnership with on the first income streams. There are several reasons why I believe this to be so powerful right at the beginning of your passive income journey. And I'll be taking you through those in this video. Oh, and don't worry about me. These two are just a metaphor. I did actually work with a friend several years ago on these passive income streams. Promise, I just wanted to show off my mitosis party trick. Shut up, I can do it. Benefit 1. Accountability. First and foremost, the benefit of a buddy system is for accountability. Let's show this in the case of these two, which I'll call Bill and Ben. Bill might have had a really bad day, dealing with angry colleagues, his internet going down, and realizing he's got a hole in his favorite socks. Whilst Ben has had an easy and lovely day. Still at work, but things have gone his way. The project is moving along smoothly, lunch was made for him, and he sent a funny message to his colleagues and received a ton of likes from the whole team. When they get back home to work on these passive income projects, Bill doesn't have the willpower to do any work, whilst Ben is in a great mood to make loads of progress. They might catch up to check on progress, where one of two scenarios could play out. Scenario 1. Ben will provide motivation for Bill to make some progress, as he reminds Bill that this is also to unlock a healthier lifestyle and escape the rat race, to avoid the bad days he's just experienced as a long-term vision. Or scenario 2. Bill hears about the progress Ben has made and feels a bit bad that he hasn't given equivalent effort into the project, and is then encouraged to get going with some work because he doesn't want to disappoint. My first online courses took around 900 hours of effort between myself and a friend. Now, that's a ridiculous amount of effort to put into these things, and it should never have taken that long. But I can guarantee you that not having an accountability buddy would have seen the project fail. Guaranteed. There is a third scenario where Ben gets angry that his friend is dragging their heels and is not pulling their weight. But that's up to you to find the right accountability buddy. Choose wisely. Benefit 2. Lowering the effort. And this simply means that you should be reducing the amount of effort that each of you needs to make in order to get your end result. If Bill and Ben are making an online course for Udemy or Skillshare, one could be the talent whilst the other edits. Bill could be setting up his shots whilst Ben is preparing editing files with title screens, screen captures and stock assets that they might need. Bill could film the shots and then send those files to Ben, who edits them together. Bill could then review those video exports, which is great because it will be a fresh eyes review. It can be hard to spot your own editing mistakes. Meanwhile, Ben is recovering from the monstrous effort that is video editing. Nesting your work like this with a buddy halves the burden and hopefully gets your product out sooner too. Determining a well-defined split and dividing up responsibilities clearly will be important here to ensure your setup is effective, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem if you're both like-minded. Benefit 3. Leveraging each other's skills. This goes hand in hand with lowering the effort and divvying up tasks. And just to be clear, I don't mean getting one person to operate the keyboard because they can touch type and the other to use the mouse because they've got superior accuracy. You need to be sensible about the responsibility division. In the case of Bill and Ben, Bill is more naturally handsome than Ben and has a more genuine ability at speaking to the camera, so it naturally makes sense for Bill to present the course. Whereas Ben had been making videos for years where he has edited a ton of home videos and also has media studies topics at school under his belt and knows how to use Adobe Premiere. Rather than reverse roles, why not play to your strengths? There's no point taking longer learning how to do something to then be able to put it into practice in this scenario. The skill level of two people combined, I imagine, will be greater than the skill level of either of those people on their own. So you should end up with a better product. Now, the last benefit is around splitting costs. And this is reasonably self-explanatory. In Bill and Ben's project, they needed editing software and just one license, as that was Ben's task. But because this was a joint project, Bill chipped in for the cost of the license, so neither has to take the full brunt of the cost. It's going to be half. I'd strongly recommend finding a friend to work with on your first passive income stream or an ambitious new project. But if a large project is something that puts you off getting going, then check out this video for even easier ways to get started.